Listen, I don't know what it is, but it's something out there that doesn't want me to get this message out. This is the the third time that I'm trying to record this message, and the first time was actually the other day. And this time for some reason the microphone wasn't connected. The audio wasn't right. So I was like, nah, maybe I'll try it with the audio, but then I was like, no. I have to go back so they can hear this visual sound on here. It has to be in depth, okay? Spirit is telling me that. But irregardless, the message today that Spirit wants me to divinely tell you is that shedding layers. You're shedding layers right now. You're shedding these layers that you've had on you. And you're finally releasing them because these layers have been barriers that helped shelter you from the outside, from the cold. But you've understood now that once you internally work on yourself, your external environment changes. So you're no longer in the blizzard because your internal environment is reflecting the sun, the light. That's a word. That wasn't even that good the first time. Maybe that's why I wanted to re-record it. But anyway, you're like an onion right now. You're like an onion right now. You're shedding off the layers and peeling away all the old versions of yourself that you no longer resonate with, because the inside doesn't need those layers to protect it anymore. Because that's what the ego does. It builds layers around you so that it can protect you from getting hurt. But you're safe and warm in your authenticity, and you no longer need something outside of yourself to protect you. You internally feel protected. You trust in yourself. You trust in your soul. You trust in your purpose. You trust in your beliefs. You trust in your intuition. Because even though we entered the new calendar year of 2026, I want you to understand the new year doesn't truly start till life starts. And when does life start in the nature and Mother Nature's cycle? It starts in the spring. Life springs up in the springtime. What does life do in the wintertime? What do we do naturally, innately as humans, as animals? What do all the animal kingdom do? They hibernate in the winter. They prepare themselves in the winter. They go inside in order to rebirth themselves in the springtime. And that's what's happening right now. Everything's dying. So the old versions of you are dying and shedding off and getting stripped away from you, right? So that when the spring comes, you can finally sow your seeds during fertile periods, during the fertile grounds, in the fertile grounds. Because right now, farmers aren't farming. No one's planting seeds. Things have died. The grounds are being swept clean. Layers are shedding. Old versions are being thrown away that no longer resonate with you anymore, because that's not you anymore. You've become unrecognizable 333 for some people. And that's okay, because some people may not be able to see you as your highest version of yourself, because they can't even see themselves as the highest version of themselves. So right now you're shedding layers like that onion. And what happens when you shed a layer of an onion, when you cut an onion? Sometimes you cry. Sometimes it makes you cry. And guess what? It's a painful process. This is a painful process. This isn't easy. Shedding layers from the old version of yourself isn't easy, because sometimes you feel lost. You feel like you're in a void space because you don't know who you are and you don't know what you're becoming. You don't know what to expect. But I want to tell you, on the other side, there only lies beauty. There only lies you getting closer to who you truly are. And that's just grace and peace and tranquility in itself. Okay? It's beauty. But what Spirit wants to tell you is that you're in the void space right now. But you need not get stuck in the void space. You need to travel through it, because it may be a little foggy right now because you don't know what's coming. But you know what helps you get you through that fog? Faith. Understanding that you may not be able to see clearly, But you know where you're traveling is going to be to clearer and bluer skies. You know it's already meant for you because you know that everything that you desire is already yours. You just have to have the faith to get through the fog in order to see. You just have to have the faith that even though your vision is clouded right now, that it will not be clouded forever. To have the belief that you're gonna get the things that you desire physically, but you can internally have them already because they are feelings that you can have right now. So when I say you're in a void space like this, right? I'm from Chicago originally. I was born and raised in Chicago. And in Chicago, if you don't know, we have different train lines. Red line, blue line, brown line, whatever, right? So think of yourself getting on one line of the train, the red line. Right now, you're on the red line. It's taking you to different stops in different places, right? But sometimes in Chicago, you got to get off the train to get on the brown line to go a completely different direction. Maybe hypothetically, the brown line only runs north and south. But right now, then you need to go east. If you stay on this train, you're not going to go east. So sometimes you need to stay in a certain train for a certain amount of time, but then you know when you need to jump and get on the next one so that you can head towards another destination and another part of your journey. Do you understand? Because if you stay on this one train, it's not going to get you where you need to go. So you're in a transitional phase of your life right now, and it may feel a little difficult. It may feel a little confusing. It may feel a little cloudy, like you feel like you're not yourself. That's true, because you're not yourself. You're not that old version of you that you used to be, and I'm proud of you. I don't know if anybody has told you lately, but I am proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, because you're no longer who you used to be. And see, when we talk about even shedding layers, and we just came out of the year of the snake, what they call it, the year of the snake. And what do snakes do? They shed layers of their skin. They shed off old versions of themselves, and they're not afraid to do so because they know in order to keep growing, in order to keep staying alive and being themselves, snakes know that they need to shed the layers of their skin. They know that they need to shed the layers of their skin. So, as we jumped out of the season of the snake, we run into the season of the horse, which is this year, fiscal year 2026. And what do horses do? They work. Horses stand strong in who they are. They came here to work. They came here, they just built. And it's not saying you're going to have to work hard in this next season of your life, because you're not going to have to work hard for the things you want. You're very powerful. You call them in. You don't work overly hard. Things come to you. You don't force yourself into the lives of the things that you desire, because they're your desires. Why would I have to chase my desires? They're mine. Why would I have to chase something that's mine? So anything that's running from you is not yours. We understand that, right? So understand that you're in a transitional period, and that you are shedding layers. And as you shed these layers of your onion finally, and you release them, it's going to be a painful process. You might cry through it physically or internally. But you're becoming closer to yourself. So I like to read this book. It's called Thoughtful Wisdom for Every Day. 365 Days of Love, Kindness, and Healing, Faith, and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. I read it sometimes for you guys. I usually do a bibliomancy, which means like turning to a random day, but I felt very called and drawn to just do the day that's today. I feel very called to do today, which is January 2nd. We got a full moon coming up. In a couple days. So let's look at what it says. January 2nd, it says soul. What do I call my inner self? It is my soul, which lives in and is connected to my body. We all pass through particular stages as we age. First, we are infants, then children, then men or women, and finally we grow old. But during this time, our inner self remains the same. The inner self is our soul. Understanding ourselves involves realizing that life is not within the body, but within the soul. Iron is stronger than stone. Stone is stronger than wood. Wood is stronger than water. And water is stronger than air. There is something that we can neither feel nor see nor hear that is stronger than anything else. It existed before, it exists now. It will always exist. It will never disappear. What is that? It is spirit, the soul that lives in every person. It is spirit, the soul that lives in every person. You know what I heard that as? It is the God that lives in every person, because we are all cells in the body of the universe, in the body of God, in the body of Christ, whatever you want to say, right? We are amazed by the size of a big mountain, the sun, or the stars in the universe. But these things are nothing compared to our souls, the most powerful thing in the world. Thoughtful wisdom for every day. That speaks volume to me. You know what that means? You know how I said we're we, you, me, you. We're shedding layers. We're shedding layers of the egoic self. We're shedding layers of the versions of ourselves that were built in this reality. Our identities that actually aren't the soul. And when I say we are individualized soul, it's because we are all representations of God in different ways, you know. So, and if you're new to this channel, I say that we are cells in the body of the universe. Just like we have skin cells, we have liver cells, we have eye cells, we have pancreas cells, we have stomach cells. But guess what? All those cells are still a part of Jah. All those cells are still a part of you. Do you understand that? They may be individualized cells with their individualized jobs, but they're still a part of your one body. And the one body is God, the universe, the Most High. Is that understandable? I think it is. So I also wrote something the other day when I originally wanted to put out this video. I wrote something the other day about that, about shedding layers. So I'm going to read that to you real quick. Shedding layers. I am shedding my old thoughts, my old beliefs, my old emotions, and all the things that do not resonate with the best version of me. Shedding layers will require my vulnerability with myself, the acknowledgement of old wounds and all the things I pushed aside for the sake of peace. It might start to feel cold without the layers of my masked identity, but my authenticity will keep me warm. And what is authenticity? The alignment with the soul, the alignment with spirit, the alignment with God. That's true beauty right there. That's you know, it's all aligned. I felt called to read the second day, of the year, January 2nd, on that. And then that was my message from the other day. And it's exactly aligned with what I'm telling you right now, is that you're shedding layers, and the layers are the egoic self that you've built up. What do we do when we want to protect ourselves? We build barriers. We build barriers around our heart. We build barriers around our psyche, our mind, our mental, our spiritual aspects. And we become stuck in our ways. But I don't know about you, but I don't think I need the layers. It's 90 degrees. 96 degrees in the shade. I don't know if you know that song. But anyway, it's 96 degrees outside. I don't think I need a pea coat, winter coat on. I don't think you need to protect yourself from your environment anymore, because your environment is reflecting something different. And let me give you a scenario now. You know I love love. You know I can always give you a love example. You know this boy love lover boy. So if the outside environment is nice and warm, meaning that if someone comes in and is offering you a love offer, and they're giving you all the things that you desire, right? Mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever it may be. They're feeling the things that resonate with you, and they're in alignment with you. But if you still got that winter coat on, and they're giving you the light, it's going to be very uncomfortable. But if you can take that coat off, if you can shed those layers before they come, you're not going to be uncomfortable with the love offer. You're not going to be uncomfortable in the environment that you're in. Do you understand me? That is like, I feel the fire burning inside of me right now. And that's spirit, that's creativity. That's how I feel right now. So that's what we need to do. In this season of winter, what we need to do is be preparing ourselves. In hibernation, we prepare ourselves for the spring. We get prepared, we internally reflect. Right now is the time of reflection and preparation. We prepare ourselves for when life comes back around, when rebirth is inevitable. We're prepared for the rebirth. We're prepared for the things that are coming into our life, so that when we go into the outside world, we're not projecting our unhealed aspects of ourselves, because we've done shed them off. They done died in the winter. During the winter solstice, they done died. We didn't let those aspects of ourselves go, so that when the spring comes around and we can attract the things that we desire, we're not attracting from a place of lack, but we're attracting from a place of fertility and abundance. You get that? And I'm so proud of you. Like, you're very much so unrecognizable, and your energy's been very potent for a while. And I think you understand that you've come from here to over here. And that's remarkable. Sorry, I just want to make sure the mic on. It's crazy, all this. But you've come from here to here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've grown so much. And I don't know if anybody else has told you, but I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I can feel your energy, that you've grown and you've changed. And not a lot of people have seen that. But what I want you to know is that you don't need that outside validation from someone else. Although, yeah, as humans, it's nice. But you know who gives you validation? The Most High, God. And that good feeling, that same good feeling that you used to get from outside validation, you get that from inside now. You no longer need that. And that's true power. I'm very proud of you. Shedding layers, becoming a different version of you. New layer, who this, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But yeah, I truly believe that the new year starts in spring. There was many ancient civilizations that were very aligned with this concept. It's the natural cyclical cycle of life. Waxing and waning. Death, rebirth, and birth. That's the natural cycle of life. Planting seeds during fertile times. And when things are dying outside, we go internally hibernate, prepare in preparation to get ready for what's next for us. We aren't trying to rebirth ourselves in a season of death. There's no fertility here. There's no animal outside right now that's naturally trying to procreate. They're going internally. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, it's cuddle season. Cuddle season with your energetic self. It's time to build yourself up. It's like building your summer body, right? Build your summer body so that when you take your layers of clothing off, they ain't gonna know what to do. By day, I mean you, the world, whatever. But no, seriously, yeah, that's what it literally is. Like when you build your summer body should be in the crock pot. So your energetic body should be in the crock pot right now. It should be brewing. It should be simmering. It should be preparing itself for when the spring comes around. It's ready to be ate. It's ready to be consumed. Because that's what happens in the springtime. Life happens in the springtime. Not in the wintertime. Now's not the time to be trying to rebrand yourself, rebirth yourself, resurrect yourself. What else is in the springtime? Easter. None of these holidays is for No reason. Right now is a time of death and eventual rebirth and birth and life. Resurrection. Come back. What is Easter? A resurrection. Even if it's in a religious sense, we have to look at things farther beyond a religious sense. We have to look at things deeper than what the eye can see or what the eye can read, because there is greater meanings to a lot of these religious texts. There's greater meaning to what the naked spiritual eye can see, okay? So you need to go inside and look at things deeper about yourself. Right now is a time of acceptance of your shadow aspects. Because when there is acceptance, there's forgiveness. And when there's forgiveness, there is growth. And when you accept yourself, you can accept the rest of the world. So that's going to be it for the message of the light, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I really hope this message resonated. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hype me up if I can do that. I don't even know if you can hype my videos, but if you can hype me up. Hey, so make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. And I can't wait to feel more of your energy in this spiritual growth process. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And thank you for so much of the subscriptions and joining the collective, because this is a community and this is a space and an energetic part of you. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all later on the light of Jah. Ashe and amen.